Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I'm going to read about the Berenstain Bears stand up to bullying. Since bullying is very common these days and lots of kids are dealing with that, so this book might help some people with that issue. So it's by Mike Berenstain. Here we go. Everyone in Bear Country knew Too Tall Grizzly and his gang were bullies. A teasing, taunting, pushing, showing, heckling, hassling bunch of bullies. But what everyone did not know was that bullies like them could get bullied themselves. It all came out when brother, sister, and Honey Bear paid a visit to Farmer Ben's farm. Look at that farm, so beautiful. You can see hills, lots of trees. The three cubs were on the way to help Mrs. Ben pick apples for her special apple pie. Nearing the farm circuit, they heard voices, angry voices, peeking around the trunk of an apple tree. They saw the Too Tall gang in the middle of an argument. "Get up that tree, Scuzz!" Too Tall yelled to one of the gang. "Throw down some apples to us. That's an order." "But Chief," whined the cub they called Scuzz, "the tree's really high and I'm not much of a climber." "Ha ha," taunted the gang. "Scuzz is scared, Scuzz is a chicken." They began to flap their arms and cluck like chickens. "Walk, walk," they cluckled. "Scuzz is a chicken, Scuzz is a chicken." They started making fun of that kid, like you see in the picture. They're pretending like a chicken and making fun of him because he couldn't fly, because he couldn't climb that big tree. It was too high. It was risky. Scuzz was scared, but he didn't want the gang to think he was chicken, so he gritted his teeth and began to climb. Look at him. He's so scared. As brother, sister, and Honey watched, Scuzz slowly climbed the tree. Shakily, he reached for an apple. But he reached too far and slipped. "Oh no," gasped sister. Luckily, Scuzz got a branch under his knees and dangled upside down. "Help!" he yelled. "Help!" But the gang just laughed. Nobody came to help him. That was so bad. Now Scuzz is flying like a bird. They cackled and flapped their arms. "Tweet, tweet," they sang. "Scuzz is a birdie." "Why those no good bullies?" growled brother as he began to march out to pull a stop to this thing. See, the brother bear got so upset seeing all those kids bullying that guy who's in trouble. So he's like, "Why those no good bullies?" That's when Mrs. Ben appeared. She had been hiding inside the hollow trunk of an old apple tree and jumped out to grab Too Tall by the back of the neck. Mrs. Ben got so upset. She was been watching everything and now she came up. "Gotcha, you womans," she cried. "Lucky I heard you coming into the orchard and hid myself." "Let go," said Too Tall. "Why didn't do nothing? We didn't do nothing." "What about your friend dangling up there?" asked Mrs. Ben. "You call that nothing?" "Oh, don't worry about Scuzz," said Too Tall. "He has a thick skull. If he falls, it won't hurt him much." "Not as thick as your skull, I will warrant," snorted Mrs. Ben. She got really upset, like you see in the picture. "Now, you three young scamps, skedaddle up. that tree and fetch that poor fella down," ordered Mrs. Ben. They ski-daddled. No one crossed Mrs. Ben when her dander was up. As they helped Whiskas get down, Brother, Sister, and Honey joined Mrs. Ben. She was really, really upset. "Why, hello there, cubs," said Mrs. Ben. "I was expecting you. Did you witness all this commotion?" "Yes, we did," said Sister. "I never realized that bullies even bully each other sometimes." That was horrible. "Anyone can be the victim of bullying," said Mrs. Ben. "And there hangs a tale, just like this young unhanging from that apple tree. Did you cubs ever hear the story of Joseph and his brothers?" The cubs shook their head. "It's from the Bible," said Mrs. Ben. Too Tall rolled his eyes but stopped when Mrs. Ben caught him. "Long ago in the Holy Land," began Mrs. Ben, "there lived a man named Jacob. Now Jacob had 12 sons. Mrs. Ben went on, but his favorite was his youngest, Joseph. Jacob gave him a special gift, a coat of many colors. They stole his coat and threw him in a pit. "Tss, tss," said Skull. "His own brothers." "The brothers decided to sell Joseph into slavery in the land of Egypt," said Mrs. Ben. "Wow," said Too Tall, impressed. "Harsh." "Years later," continued Mrs. Ben, "Joseph gained his freedom and met his brother once again. At first time he was very angry with them." "Well, naturally," said Scuzz. "But his brothers were very sorry for what they had done so long ago," said Mrs. Ben, "and Joseph forgave them. They all wept and embraced each other." "That's nice," said Scuzz. "Now," said Mrs. Ben, "do you young scalawags want to be like the brother of Joseph, picking up on one of your own and others?" "No, ma'am," mumbled the gang, embarrassed. "Why, a friend here might have been seriously hurt falling out of that tree," exclaimed Mrs. Ben. "Is that what you want?" "Well, no," admitted Too Tall. "We wouldn't want Scuzz to get hurt much." "There now," said Mrs. Ben. "Lesson learned. Come along with me and have some of my special apple pie." "Oh boy," cheered the cubs. "And," added Mrs. Ben, "we will have no more of this confounded bullying. Understood?" "Yes, ma'am," they replied, and they meant it. No one crossed Mrs. Ben when she was offering a special apple pie. So here you go, guys. I hope you all learned the lessons of stand up to bullying. It's so bad these days when kids bully each other. We should be nice to each other and help each other instead of bullying. That should be it. Hope everyone understand that. Alright guys, have a great day and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and post on the notification button. Till then, take care. Bye.